Okay, let me come back to my mat here. Is the music too loud?
No.
Okay, super.
Ich kriege, dass eine Katze über mein Kabel stolpert hier.
Sucker, you get another one. Okay. Let's start on our butts. Great. All right, we'll take the left hand, just pull the shoulder blades together and then reach the left hand out and down. And then take the right ear towards the right shoulder. But keep dropping the right shoulder, so don't let the right shoulder lift up either. And coming back up. You're really cute, Micro. Reaching the right arm out and down. Yeah, to you, buddy. And bringing the left ear towards the left shoulder. Oh, my little dog. Oh, that armpit's closed. Yeah. That armpit's closed. Yeah. Good boy. Okay, let's go ahead and come back up. I know you got all activated. Go lay down for a little while, okay? My little buddy, lay down. All right, so we're going to take the arms out to the side again. Get away from the computer. Micro, go lay down. Go lay down. He's trying to self-feed himself, self-treat. Okay, so we're going to take our heads towards the left knee. Coming back up. Now we're going to take the heads to the right knee. And coming back up, change the position of your legs. Let Esther in. All right, let me fix. There we go. Okay. And let me fix this. You're gonna fix yourself. Okay, cool. Okay, so we're sitting most likely with the left leg in front. You're really cute, Michael. Little buddy. And we're going to do the same thing again. So bring the head towards the left knee. And coming back up, and the head comes towards the right knee. And coming back up, bringing your arms into cactus, making sure that the elbows are lined up with both shoulders and the shoulder blades are pulling together and down the back. Don't move the arms, just move the spine using your obliques. Okay, so the side body. So you take a deep breath and then exhale, slowly twist towards the right, including the head. Inhale, come back to center, exhale to the left. Inhale back to center. Might have to keep watching the elbows, and then exhale to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale left. Inhale back to center, and exhale right. One more time to the left, and then we're finished. And release. Okay, grab your belts. And if you need to, change the direction of the legs or the position of the legs. All right, so we're going to work into the shoulder a little bit and then lay down the backs. So you're going to take the belt into the right hand, take the belt behind you, take the left arm out, internally rotate the arm so the thumb is pointing down, and then reach behind you, grab the belt. Oops. I'll see if my belt is behind me. And then pulling the hand up gently, and then try to pull both elbows back, pull your head back, try not to arch the back, and breathe. Release, then go to the other side. Taking the belt behind you on the left side, reaching the right arm out, internally rotating the arm, reaching it back behind you, and gently pull that right hand up. Pull both elbows back, tuck your chin and pull back, pull the head back. Close the eyes if you want and breathe. And gently release. Okay, so take your belts off to the side, grab a block, and laying down on the back. So taking the block, sorry, I'm gonna yawn. Excuse me. This medium, I guess I'll call it this medium width, and put that in between the knees. So it's not the widest part, not the thinnest part, but the medium. Okay. And put a little squeeze, lift your toes up, spread the toes, Wiggle the shoulder blades closer together and down the back, and then press your arms down. Okay. Especially open the thumb. Okay, so you really want to open the fingers and the thumb. Okay, so putting that pressure into the block, you're going to inhale and exhale, just pelvic tilt forward. So without using the legs, so the legs are concerned with the block, and you're just using the lower abdomen, pulling the pubic bone towards the rib cage, and then inhale, relax. Exhale, pull. Inhale to relax. Exhale, pull. Inhale, relax. Exhale, pull. Inhale, relax. Let's do 5 more. Exhale. Okay, there's 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Take the block out. Bring your legs up. And straighten the legs. And then open the legs and, let's see, how should I say that? As wide as you comfortably can, and then bend the knees. Okay, and you can put your hands on the knees. So you're just using the weight of the arms, weight of the knees to open the legs. And give a little stretch on the inner thigh. Make sure your lower back is on the ground. Okay. Bring your feet back down. Take the block, put it back in between the knees. Put a squeeze on the block. Press your arms down, hands down. And then inhale. Exhale, push into the feet and lift your hips up. Inhale. Exhale, roll down. Inhale to relax. Exhale, roll up. Inhale. Exhale, roll down. One more time like that. Inhale. Exhale, roll up. Inhale. Exhale, roll down. And now you're going to push into the feet. Inhale. Exhale, push up. Inhale, come down halfway, and then exhale, push up. There's 1. Make sure that your shoulder blades are coming together. 2, or at least closer together and down the back. 3, so you're squeezing the block and squeezing your buttocks. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slowly release. Take the block or the pillow out. Okay. Take your legs back up. Okay, straight up. And then bend the knees and then open the legs. Okay, putting the feet back down. So make sure that your shoulder blades are moving down away from the ears, and bring your arms straight up, and make sure once you bring your arms up, palms facing each other, you didn't move the shoulders. Okay, so the shoulders stay in place. Very important. And then activate your toes, pull the belly down without moving the hips. Take a deep breath. And then exhale. You're going to take the head and roll the upper back off the ground. And then inhale, roll it back down. Okay. Exhale. Inhale down. Exhale. Inhale down. Make sure your shoulders are not moving. Inhale down. Exhale. Inhale down. Exhale. Inhale down. 5 more. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And release. Take your arms into cactus. Take your knees into tabletop. And take your knees over to the right side. Blocks in the way, just move it. Okay, bring the head back to center, left knee up, right knee follows, and then over to the left side. Bring the head back to center, bring your right leg up, bring the left leg up, and then bring your feet down to the mat. Reach your arms down, make sure that your shoulder blades are coming together down the back. And then you're going to bring, let's bring both legs up, straight up. Point the toes and make sure that you're pressing the lower back down, pulling the belly down, and try to stack your legs or your joints up on top of your hips. Okay, so you're going to inhale. Well, first pull the belly down, and then inhale, bring the left leg down, don't touch the ground. Exhale, bring the left leg back up, and the right leg, inhale. Exhale, bring it back up. Okay, 9 more. Right side. Okay, there's 9. Try to keep your lower back on the ground. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Okay, release the legs. Take your legs all the way straight on the ground. Flex your feet. Bring your arms in cactus. And then keeping the feet together, you're just going to twist to the left. So you're twisting your feet to the left. So the outside of the left foot is pretty much going to be touching the ground. Okay. All right. Inhale. Exhale, twist. So you have to use a bit of strength in the abdomen and the lower back, and then reach your heels away from you. So engage the legs. And release. Make any adjustments. If you need to bend your knees and untuck your tailbone. And then let's go ahead and go to the right side. Take a deep breath. And then exhale right. Pressing the heels away from you. And release. Okay, bend the knees again. And then take your hands next to your hips. And we'll do Setu Bandhasana, and then we'll rock, and then we'll flip over onto our hands and knees. So let's activate your feet, and then push into the feet, lift your hips up. Try to keep your shoulder blades together, and then really push into the feet, and see if you can bring the chest towards the chin. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Slowly release down. And then bring your knees to your chest, and then rock the knees or bounce the knees into the chest. And keep your knees open if that feels more comfortable. And lift your feet up a little bit more so your legs are like at a 90-degree angle. So you're going to rock a bit more. You can lift your head up, rocking on the spine more and more. And then coming all the way up, we're going to turn around and come on the hands and knees. Okay. Bring your knees together, the knees and feet touching. And then you're going to slide the right side, your right knee back behind the left. So you're not putting it on the left, you're just sliding it back. So it's not even anymore. And then push your hips back and readjust if you need to. So you want to, it's an asymmetrical stretch of the spine, and it should feel quite weird. But you want to be able to get your hips down close to the heels. Okay. And then come back up and press your ankles down. So tops of the legs, or tops of the ankles, tops of the feet, the legs, compressing into the mat. You're going to inhale from here, exhale, round the back and push back. Chest and head down if you can. And then inhale, head and chest come up, and you come forward. And then exhale, round the back, push yourself back, Inhale, come forward. Exhale, push up and pull back. Inhale. Exhale, round your back, push back. And inhale, come up. Okay, slide your right knee to meet with the left. And then slide the left knee back. Press back and see if that works for your knees and your hips. Okay, so make any kind of adjustment that you need. And let's do this 5 times, pressing the tops of the feet and the ankles down. Inhale. Exhale, curl under and press back. Head and chest come down. Inhale. Exhale, round the back and push back. Inhale. Exhale, round the back and push back. Inhale. Round the back and push back. And then inhale, come forward. Open the knees, make sure that the knees are now straight with each other, or in line with each other. And let's take both hands close to the knees, but turn them backwards. So the fingers are facing the knees and the palms are on the ground. Okay, try to open your hands as wide as you can, give a little grip. Slide the shoulders back so they're away from the ears, and then pull back as much as you feel comfortable. Okay, you don't even have to pull back if this feels quite intense already. But if you can, pull back towards your heels. Make sure you're not holding any tension in the belly right now. There's a time and place to hold tension in the belly. This is not the moment. Okay, come forward and flip both your hands. So now it's the back of the hand on the mat. Fingers facing the knees. Externally rotate the arms, push your shoulders back, press your feet and your ankles down, and let's rock a little bit. So just be very slow, rocking forward and back. Okay, use the tops of your feet to push into the ground. And then if you can, go ahead and sit back onto the heels. And again, relaxing the belly. And then release, and if you can, sit back on your heels. So sit all the way up, reach back, open the toes behind you. Especially the big toe. And this is where you want to pull the belly back, but it's more of tucking your pelvis under. Okay, so you're not arching your lower back so much. So you're putting the body weight right in the heels. Okay, so this is a good stretch for the legs, okay, especially the ankles and the feet. It also affects, I can feel it in the knees in a good way. All right, so we're going to bring the right knee forward. Oh, sorry, we're going to shake the hands out as well. That's what we're doing here. Maybe I went to Happy Bee Land. I don't think so. This is the hardest day for me in the week, so I think I would rather be in Happy Bee Land right now, but I'm more like in German nightmare, German language nightmare. with umlauts, you know, stabbing me in the eye. That's what's happening right now, and it won't be over until Friday. So, but today's the peak, the German umlaut nightmare. So let's bring. Doesn't have to be your nightmare though. So let's bring the the right knee forward. So we're gonna walk ourselves, our hands forward, and then squeeze the knee to the chest and bring it forward. So you might have to slide the heel, or sorry, slide the foot forward more. Okay. And then you might have to, actually, let's do that. Tuck the left foot under. So tuck the toes under. Squeeze the left knee off the ground. And actually, oh, sorry. Get your blocks. Get your blocks and let's do that again. Okay, so I'm just going to reset. I'm going to bring my knee forward. Make sure the knee lines up with your hip. Okay, and then tuck the left foot under and squeeze the knee off the ground. And then if your lower back is okay, put tension in pulling. It's weird. It's a opposition. You want to pull your pubic bone forward so it intensifies the stretch in the hip. But you also want to push into your hands and intensifying the front, the stretch in the front, and the pressure in the lower back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And release the left leg. Let's go ahead and untuck the left foot. Okay. And then you have to squeeze the right knee towards the chest to release it. Okay. Shake my wrists out. All right. And then let's do that on the left side. So squeeze the left knee to your chest first. Oops, a little bit of a cramp there. Okay. Squeeze the left knee to your chest first, then slide on the foot, bring the knee forward and make sure the knee is coming directly out from the hip. It's not moving in or out, okay? And then I would reach back and open that big toe. There we go. Tuck your right leg under, or your right foot under. Squeeze the right knee off the ground. Ooh, that side's tighter. And then pull the pubic bone forward more. It's not going to move much. And then pull your shoulder blades back and push into the hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, untuck your right foot. Squeeze the left knee and then bring it back. Okay, bring your knees and your feet together. We're going to take child's pose for a moment. So your hands are still on your blocks maybe, and then pull on the block and try to, how would I explain that? Oh yeah, extend your rib cage forward, then release down. You can take your hands off the blocks and then bring your head down. Okay, take your blocks off to the side. Sit up on the heels. If you're wearing sleeves, pull your sleeves back. Oh yeah, it's a bruise. You know, I think yeah, definitely. We went rock climbing on Sunday, and I'm all bruised up. it's not pincha. I was blaming it on pincha. No, no. It's the rocks. Okay. So we're going to work with our fingers interlaced. Okay. Just interlace your fingers. Tuck your toes under. Bring your elbows forward. Okay, bring your elbows underneath your shoulders and try to press your shoulders back. Then you're going to lift the knees off the ground, pushing into the hands. Open your feet as wide as your mat. I think that's a little bit easier. Look at your look at all your toes. Look at your toes and try to open them. Keep the shoulders lifting up towards the hips and see if you can push down into the hands more and slide or push yourself back. The head may or may not touch the ground depending on the length of your arms, your neck, and your flexibility. You can bend the knees if this is too much on the hamstrings. You can also bend the knees, push the heels down, or push the heels down and straighten the knees. Keep pushing with the hands though, wherever you're at. 1. 2, try your best to relax your neck and just enjoy this. 3. 4. 5. Now watch your feet step in, so your feet come close together. Open your toes, and then curl from the tailbone. So tuck your tailbone under. Start to bring yourself forward. Okay, so your back is round and hold there. Shoulders on top of the elbows. 1. Pull the belly in. 2. The back is round. 3. 4. 5. Push yourself back. Open your feet directly, like where they were in this last pose. Okay, so open your feet as wide as your mat. Now step your feet a little bit forward, closer to your face. Open your toes. Okay. Again, you can always bend your knees. Okay. And then you want to push back with your hands. Shoulders up towards the hips. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Starting from the tailbone, roll forward. So round the back, bring the body weight on top of the hands. 1. 2, keep the belly pulled in. 3, keep your shoulders pressed back. 4. 5. Okay, bring your knees down. And grab your blocks. Okay, set your blocks up in front of you. Okay. And then you're going to put your elbows or the backs, it's above the elbow. Okay. Down on your blocks. I would tuck the toes under. Okay, just like this. Palms come together. And then slide your shoulders back so you can feel the muscles in the upper back contract. And then, wow, you can pull back with your hips. The blocks may lift off the ground, that's fine. Try to bring your head down in between the arms and just hold there. Pressing and holding. 1. 2. 3. 4. All right, come on. Tuck your toe, untuck your toes and sit back. So I highly recommend doing that if you have really tight shoulders. It could be, I mean, I know I say a lot, well, in general, but it can be part of your daily practice. It doesn't take a long time to just get down like James Brown and, you know, just hang out there and open the shoulders, you know, 5 days a week. It really helps. It really helps to give you more mobility in the shoulder. Okay, so let's go ahead. We want to move into downward facing dog because that's also an important daily pose. By the way, I was trying to teach somebody last night how to hang or how to do downward facing dog because their back really hurt. And then they got into the pose and then they're like, oh, my back hurts. And I was like, well, yeah, that's because you're not doing this. And then he gets back up and he just shakes his head and he's like, ah, fucking yoga teacher. I'm like, yeah, well, that's why you hurt your back, you know, lifting. I mean, it's typical male thing to do, right? I'm sorry, you know, poor men always, they think they can lift these huge items and they don't lift them properly and then their back goes out. It's so typical. And okay, women, we do it too, but it's so typical for men to hurt their backs like that, lifting huge items. So it's not just lifting a heavy item properly. It's about stretching your back and strengthening the back. Go figure. All right, let's do downward facing dog because that is the stretching part. Okay, stretching part of our backs. Tuck the tail. Sorry, I can't speak at all today. Tuck the toes under and push back. Okay, you can open the feet, bend the knees, externally rotate the upper arms, push yourself back. Just gradually get into the hamstrings. You can even just bend and straighten, okay, if that feels good to you. But most importantly is you're pushing back into the hands, trying to gain some length within the shoulder joint, the rib cage. Okay, let's walk our feet to the backs of our hands. You're going to squat down. Okay, so you're going to shift your hips back so the body weight is in the heels, and bend the knees even more. Okay, really bend the knees and press your shoulders back and hold here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, inhale, slowly come back up. And exhale, release. All right. Okay, so you're gonna use your blocks again. So last week we did, I would say, double leg forward bends. You know, we used the back of your chair. You can use the back of your chair again. Okay, that's if it's really difficult on the hamstrings. Okay, so sometimes, you know, the hamstrings take a long time to open, years sometimes. And, you know, if you notice, gosh, I probably shouldn't say this because she's not here, but she's a really good example. If you remember practicing with Gertie, I think, Laura, you've practiced with Gertie plenty of times. Gertie is an amazing practitioner. Okay, she's very strong, that woman. And she's very flexible, but her hamstrings are really tight. And so meaning that her hamstrings are tight and it's really hard for her to get her shoulders open. It all goes together. It all works together. Okay, so if it's just too much for you, the hamstrings are too tight, you know, use the back of your chair. And like for like Gertie's circumstance, you don't want to push the hamstrings. Okay, I'm always talking about that. Okay, so let me turn off this awful music because it's really irritating me now. I'm done with this music. Okay, buddy, you suck. I'm not into you anymore. Okay, and then we'll do this back, asymmetrical back exercise. So again, it's just, you just need your blocks, 2 blocks, or the back of your chair, or a shelf, or a wall. Okay. Oops. Okay, where am I at? Here we are. Okay. I got lost here for a moment. Okay, there we go. Super. Okay. All right, so I recommend, if you're using your blocks, recommend putting them up on the highest setting. Okay, and we'll do left side first. So bring your left foot, quite close to the block, and take your right foot back, not too far. Okay, because it's you have to balance, and your right foot's almost facing all the way forward. Okay, so it's going to be a bit wobbly. Okay, and that's the purpose. Okay, one of the purposes is to help strengthen your ankles and your legs. Okay, the connecting tissue, and then take your hips and square them. Okay, square them and lift your spine up. So if you can't square the hips, then you have to move the right foot in. You have to move it in and move the toes facing more towards the front of the room. Okay. Lift your toes up on the left foot, push the ball of the foot down, squeeze both legs, don't push the knees back, it's just squeezing the legs, and take it's the right arm, we're working. So take the left hand behind you, okay, so the left arm is there behind your back, so you can feel the back, okay, the back working. All right, here we go. Inhale, bring the right arm up, and exhale, slowly reach out. This should be getting a little bit easier, slowly reaching out. So you're in a flat back, hopefully. And then take your hand down to the block and see if you can forward bend. But again, don't push into it, don't force. Keep your left foot active. And then inhale. I would push up on the block first so you can feel your back straighten. So that's why the left hand is here. You can feel your back straighten. Tuck your chin. Pull the belly up, use your legs, and then release that right arm to your ear. Then come all the way back up. Okay, so that's round 1. So that should be getting slightly easier. Okay, legs should be getting slightly stronger. All right, inhale, reach up again. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, let's come all the way up. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, come all the way up. Try to keep your left hip pulling back. Okay. Last one, exhale. And inhale, coming back up. And exhale, release. Okay, so shake it out a little bit. And then, okay, let me remember that's the left leg. Okay, so we'll come back to the right leg in a moment. So I want to do a little bit different stretching. So you're going to open your feet, okay, wider than your hips, but not wide like our Prasarita Padottanasana, okay? Let me pull my pants up. There we go. Okay, so bring your feet in more. So this is going to be more for your hamstrings, okay? So unlock your knees so you're not pushing your knees back. And we're going to try to come down flat back, okay? So bring your arms up. And then exhale, lean forward into the balls of the feet. Keep your legs nice and strong. See if you can come down at least halfway or even less, okay? You can come 45-degree angle, but you want your back to be straight. So you're holding the body weight with the legs and the back and the belly. And then release all the way down. Okay, you can also, if it's too much, just put your hands up on your blocks
And make sure you come forward, okay? So you're trying to stack your joints up on top of the ankles. Keep the legs strong. 1, 2. So it's an Uttanasana variation. 3. 4. 5. If you can, walk your hands over to the right side. You might have to swivel the hips a little bit, but try to keep your your left knee from moving, okay? So you can move in the hip joint. The hip is quite mobile, but don't move in the knee joint, okay? And then see if you can grab both hands to the outside of the right ankle or the shin or the calf here and drop your head down. 1. 2. You can even pull yourself if that feels more comfortable. 3. 4. 5. Okay, walk your hands over to the left side, grabbing onto whatever you can. And deep breathing. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Come back to center. Walk your hands forward, come up onto your fingertips. See if you can activate the feet again. And if it's too much to bring your arms forward, then just bring your arms in a cactus and try to come up with a straight back from there. So it puts a little bit of stress on the hamstrings. Okay, so the hamstrings really get weak. I mean, it's not something, I didn't figure this out early in my yoga career. It's just in the recent like 5 years or less, actually. It's taken that long to realize that the hamstrings need to be strengthened, okay? So, and they can be quite weak. Weakness usually means tightness, okay? So anywhere in your body you're feeling a bit weak, usually it means that it's tight. It's also not always, but most of the time it goes together. Weakness equals tightness, okay? Or tightness equals weakness. Okay, in the muscle, not in your soul, okay? In your heart. Okay, so now, yeah, let's finish up on the right side. So bring the right foot lined up where you need it to be. Take the left foot back. Okay. And again, square your hips. And again, you might have to move the left foot, out to the side wider. Okay, so you feel more stable, or bring the toes facing more forward. Okay, activate your feet. Don't press your knees back. Just try to squeeze the legs. Right hand to your lower back. Inhale, lift the left arm up. And exhale, take your time. Reaching forward, pulling the right hip back. See if you can bring your torso down, head down. And then inhale, straighten the arm. Try to straighten your back, tuck your chin. And then come all the way back up. And exhale, let's come down again. You'll notice one side's a little bit easier. Coming back up. And exhale down. Take your time. If you need to breathe 3 or 4 times down here or halfway, please do. Anytime you need to breathe more than just once, please do that. Don't hold your breath. All right, coming back up. Okay, we've got 2 more to do. Coming back up for the last one. And coming down. And back up. And release. All right, shake it out. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to use our blocks to do a supported back bend. Okay. On here. Oh, you just calm down, little dog. Okay, great. Plenty of time. Okay, so you might need your blanket, makes it a little bit more comfortable. I'm going to close my window now. And it's your choice. You can put the block on its flattest setting. Okay? That's the most comfortable. You're going to notice that I'm going to put my block to the medium setting. Okay, that's not as comfortable. Okay, just so you know, that's not as comfortable. It kind of digs in there in your back. All right, so you're making a T shape with your blocks. Okay, and then you're putting your blanket over. So maybe it's a little bit more comfortable. I hope so. There we go. And then you're going to sit down in front. And you want your block to be in between your shoulder blades up towards the neck area. You want the head to be able to be supported on the block. Okay, the top of the T. And then if you can, release your legs out and bring the palms facing up towards the ceiling and try to relax. In a few moments, we'll do some movements with the arms here. But just for now, just relax. Okay, let's do some work with the arms. Bring your elbows up so your arms are in a 90-degree angle. Squeeze your shoulder blades so you might feel the shoulder blades squeezing onto the block. Okay, so squeeze your shoulder blades together and move your shoulder blades down your back. So there's muscles underneath your shoulder blades that will do that. Keep those muscles activated, so that is most important. And then bring the elbows down towards the ground and let gravity pull. But keep the muscles in the shoulder blade area working. So that's the key, that's the important part. Come on. Hold on. Bring your elbows back up. Reach your arms up. Keep the shoulder blades active, the palms facing together. And try to relax your neck. That's probably pretty challenging. Keeping the shoulder blades down. Slowly start to reach your arms over the head, just as far as you feel comfortable going. But keep the shoulder blades active. And keep breathing. Okay, bring the arms back up. Now bend the elbows and reach back and see if you can grab onto that block from the sides that's under your head. And then try to squeeze your elbows closer to the face and slide your shoulder blades down and relax your neck. Just hold there, breathing. Okay. Release your arms, bend your knees. And I would take one arm out to the side, so your palm's facing down and your forearm's going to catch you, and then roll onto that arm. Okay, so just roll off to the side, just slowly. And then coming back up. So lately I've been holding stress in my chest and the upper back. So this one really intense for me. But it's good because it's a reminder to try to relax. So when we hold stress, the key is the hold, the word hold, because we tense muscles when we hold stress, and then we normally don't relax those muscles, maybe days and hopefully not, but maybe years. Okay, we hold that tension. I mean, it's incredible how much tension we can hold in the body. Okay, so you notice I'm up and I have my legs open. So let's do that. So we'll do one side bend, and then we'll do legs up the wall. Okay, so try to hold your body weight up, or hold your, what is that? Torso. Try to hold your torso straight up. Okay, and then you're going to take your hand out to the right side. It's directly out from the shoulder, and of course you can always put your hand up on your block if that's a little bit easier. Okay. All right, so don't twist towards that arm. Okay, stay vertical. That makes sense. And then take your left arm up and reach over to the right. And you have to bend the right elbow.
And slowly come back up. Replace the left hand or place the left hand down. Reach the right arm up. Over to the left, bending the left elbow. Try to keep the right leg anchored. And sorry, I didn't say this in the beginning, but both feet, both legs are activated. Okay, they're not just hanging there. Okay, let's come back up. And if you can, okay, we'll do one more here. And if you can, you're going to twist towards the right leg and you're going to target the head towards the knee. Okay, but keep the left hip down on the ground. And there's no really right way to do this. So just make it feel okay for your body. And then come back up. And let's do the same thing on the left side, keeping the right hip anchored down. And let's come back up. Take your hands underneath your knees to release them. Okay, and let's go ahead and prepare for legs up the wall. So if you need socks on, sweaters on, blankets, turn your lights off. Let's do that now. And if you don't have a wall that's free, you can always use couch, chair, anything that's stable, okay, to prop your legs up. Or you can just prop your legs up on top of pillows. That also works. Okay. But legs up the wall is much better than legs on the pillow. It just has a slightly different purpose. Okay. So once you're there, once you get there, no special breathing pattern, just relax as much as you can. Try to get as close as you can to the wall. That's also important. Great. Okay, so we'll be here for 5 minutes, maybe four minutes. Okay. Begin to deepen your breath. Bend your knees. Reach your arms over your head. Slowly breathe. Slowly make your way, rolling over to the side. Making your way back up into a comfortable seated position. Of course, if you really like legs up the wall, you can go back to it after class. It's a really nice pose to do, especially if you're a bit fatigued or after work, you know, it's a really nice pose. Okay, so bring your palms together, base of the thumbs touching the heart center. Thank yourself for all of your efforts. Thank each other for our efforts together. Thank your teachers for their efforts. Thank you very much for joining class. Hope it was relaxing enough, but also a little bit of a workout. So I'll see you all next week, and I wish you a nice weekend. I think we're going to get a few more days of sun, but it looks like it's going to start getting cooler. I had to be reminded that it's not summer yet. I was like, yep, summertime, let's go. But it's not. I'm wearing flip-flops right now because I'm ready. I want summer. We didn't get one last year, so I want one this year. All right, well, have a good night.
Thank you very much. Have a good night. See you next week.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ladies.
Bye.
Bye.